Welcome to and welcome back in my channel today. Hope you are doing good and well and busy in your day-to-day work as well. Today I bring a very interesting topic that is called ServiceNow learning and certification path. Because during my training period and also supporting on the LinkedIn and other social media platform, generally my colleagues, my fellow friends ask me, I want to do this certification. Can you help me on that part? Don't take wrong. Help me in that part. Means, can you give me a path that what course I need to be do? And being a business analyst, it is always asked to me that what certification we do. So this is a document which I got from the ServiceNow website itself. You can go and search, which I can put the link in the description as well. You can go and check that part as well. Okay, so let's start that what ServiceNow provided in this particular format and this particular document here. So now the first part, it is mainly the four sections I can say. One is for admin part, one is for development part, one is for process and as a consultant I can say, or the product owner I can say, and the last one that is called the suites or implementation I can say. Because everybody want to be say, okay, I'm a system certified admin. Okay, so to do this part, ServiceNow say it is a learning path given by ServiceNow, which you start as a, or which you become as a system admin. What course you have to be do? All these courses are available on the Now Learning, and now it's depend that what type of access you have. If you have a partner portal access, it can be a little different about the payments and all the things. If you are don't have any partner portal access and you'll be working or learning standalone, it can be chargeable as well. So before register any course, please check the terms and condition is chargeable, free or not. And also ServiceNow also launched some kind of offers in between. I still remember in the last year till October 30th, there was a scheme was going on. There's an offer was going on by ServiceNow that you can register for CSA certification and you'll get the voucher free of cost. And a lot of people, including me, take that benefit and done my CSA examination on that part. So if you say that you want to become a CSA certified admin, then what you have to be do, you have to be complete yourself. First of all, Now Learning, ServiceNow, welcome to ServiceNow demand course you have to be do. Then a fundamental training need to be done. Now depend that you can go for the instructor base where a person will be giving you the knowledge, giving you the this training. In this case, it is definitely chargeable one and you have to be registered for the class. If it is an on demand, it means it's a pre-recorded where you can go and watch and listen and do your labs as well. In this part, labs is also must nowadays. ServiceNow changed the platform for this one. Now they have a lab, or in short, someone say it's a simulator where they are giving you some task. You have to be complete some task activities, only then you can go for the same. Once you've done that part, then you can go for the CS examination. This Symbus, which is having a big one, it's called the mainline certification, and you can say yes, you are certified, and you need to be do the Delta exam as well. Again, from the Utah release, ServiceNow did not go for the Delta, but in the Vancouver they're going to start the Delta as well. This official information already available on ServiceNow site. Please go and check there only. After that, you can go for the subscription management to understand that how the licensing work. You can go for the ATF. I can say that CSA examination is basically good and the learning path is good if you want to go for the consulting domain or the process domain as well. So you can go for the ATF. It's again on demand. You can go for the upgrades essential, that how to upgrade, and last you can go for the advanced level as well. It is a 2 days or on demand as well. Plus, if you say that you are a system admin, then I'll recommend that you should go, and ServiceNow also recommend you should go for the CSGM course, CMDB course, and some on the health scan and the other courses as well. Plus, you can do some micro certifications on that particular part. That's the first section. Second section, nowadays I'm seeing a lot of things on the LinkedIn that I am a certified application developer. It's very good, but to become a certified application developer, we have to do this particular training. So there are 3 ways ServiceNow says, and again, it's, if you ask me, I think it's a gyan where if you get some knowledge, take it. Okay, so if you want to be a developer, then definitely, or you are a developer, then you have to be complete this basic course. Then it depends that what type of development you are doing. Are you doing something on the app engine or some other applications? You can go on this part. If no, you can go for the CAD examination. Nowadays, It's a trend that everybody is using these two sections, these two areas or these two paths side by side. So if you want to go for the CAD, again, scripting is required here. So if you are not that much good in the scripting, because I hear it from my friends that in this examination, some scripting examples or scripting question also come, some scenario based question comes. So if you're your hand is little tight in the scripting, then you have to be brush up that skill and you can go. After that, you need to be complete the 3 days ServiceNow application development fundamental course. Again, it can be instructor based, or it can be a on demand as well. And then you will get a CAD voucher and you can go for the exam. But if you are application developer, but you are using some app engine, ServiceNow call this term as a citizen developer. Like if I can say I'm a user who are not 100% developer, but I want to know that how the products or the application can be developed, kind of a scoped application I can say can be developed, then I can go in this particular part, citizen developer. So you can say need to complete the citizen developer course skills on demand, and after that it's a micro certification you have to be do, and then you can go for the exam, the mainline, not mainline, but it's a course only. I'm not saying it's a mainline, but it's a course only. But if you are the only application developer, then you have to be do this application developer path, and then you have to go for the micro certification. Other than this, because it's a development, so I can say developer need to know a lot of things, like what is the automation center, automated testing framework, RPA, mobile development. So these are the recommended one, but these are the micro certification you can do. It can be 2 hours, it can be 3 hours, it can be 5 hours, 6 or 7 hours will be there. After that you complete and you can go for the examination. But some are the longer as well, 2 days or 3 days as well. So that is what from the development perspective come here. Now the third section, which is for me specifically as a process and platform on a learning path, because I'm not a developer, but I wanted to go for the ServiceNow as well. So in this case, what ServiceNow say that number one, do this part and become a CSS certified. And after this, start reading about the adopting platform owner mindset. Again, it's a 2 days training. It's a ILT based, it's a instruction based training. It's not on demand, so you cannot go that part. Then you can go for the Now Create. It is easy. It's a small course for the Now Create, that how you can use or where you can get the repository hub, repositories kind of things. Process workshops and all things will be there. Then you can go for any of the main line. So total 12 product lines given by ServiceNow, like ITSM, HR, FSM, CSM kind of things are there. You can pick up and you can go in that part. PA is one of the things you can do. But again, it's depend totally on your area of interest, where you want to go. You want to go for the ITSM, pick up some ITSM part. If you want to go for the CSM, you can go for the CSM end. But again, if I'm a person here, so I'll prefer to go for these courses as well, like CSGM, CMDB as well, now support and upgrade as initial, because this is little important for me as a process or the platform on a perspective. And now I'm going to go to the fourth section, which says implementer certifications. And this, we are going to discuss these many product lines given by ServiceNow, starting with the CSM, customer service management, a new module product given by ServiceNow, separate product given by ServiceNow. And to do this part, what ServiceNow recommend, you have to go for the CSC examination. That is the number one part, and go for the Now Create and go for the ServiceNow platform implementation. It's a training, but it is not any kind of, I can say, exam is here. You can do this 3 days training on demand and ILT based you can do, and once you reach there, you can go for the CSM. In the CSM, 2 things are there, because it is the implementer. Sorry, my bad. Implementer. So what we say, I am a ServiceNow or I'm a ITSM certified implementer. So in implementation specialist. So to get this part, you have to do fundamental 3 days and implementation is a 2 days. In this, you will get 2 different books from the ServiceNow. If you go on demand or maybe ILT based, that's totally depend now and what the ServiceNow providing. And then you can get this and get a voucher and you can go for the exam. Plus Delta you can do. On the top of that, you can go again PA, virtual virtual agent, PA, predictive intelligence, natural language, all the things you can do in the side by side. But if you go for this, you can call yourself as a certified customer service management implementation specialist. You can call yourself here. Then for the DevOps is something new, but again not much used in the area of the ServiceNow, which my experience is, I'm not sure, I may be wrong, but I may be right. But it's my experience say that not much in the publicly available or using. To do this part, again, implementation is one of the things. In the DevOps, fundamental is required, that is ITSM fundamental. Again, there are two things. I'm talking about the fundamental, not the implementation. Implementation is separate. Fundamental, which includes your incident change, problem request, knowledge, and release management, little bit of the CMDB, CSDM part, that is much important here. Then you can go for the micro certification for the flow designer. For PA is the flow designer, you can go. Then DevOps fundamental, again it's a course, no nothing is there. And then you can go for the DevOps implementation, and it is mainly a micro cert, not the mainline cert. If you want to go for the configuration of the DevOps, then you have to be understand CMDB, CSDM, and then these courses are becoming like this. And it is a badge, not examination. So again, I'm telling you that you can, and it is examination based. You can see here implementation, DevOps config. It is an implementation, it is a config. These two are the two separate lines in the DevOps. Once you complete, you can say that I'm a DevOps change velocity suite certified kind of things, I can say. Plus you can go lot of courses given by ServiceNow here, and also ServiceNow launch a new dashboard of the change velocity dashboard, which may require or which is required to do and to understand on this particular part. Now coming to the employee workflow, that is another product given by ServiceNow. Again, welcome to ServiceNow Now Create, because it is kind of a workshops they are adding, and they are saying ServiceNow platform implementation CSA is must here. To do this employee workflow, you have to be complete the employee center, which is course is available on demand. Then there are three different ways or three different lines given by ServiceNow. Number one, you can go for the legal delivery, again on demand. And then you can go for the delivery essential, go for the safe workplace, because in the employee workplace, lot of concepts ServiceNow added. So it can be delivery, it can be workspace essential, it can be health and community, health and safety you can do. Or if you want to specifically want to go for HR only, then you have to be complete this HR delivery fundamentals, then implementation, simulator, and you get the part. And then you can go for the pro as well. If you want to go for the pro, then you have to be required to achieve this particular part, and you have to complete this particular trainings as well. Now coming to the FSM part, again field service management. It is mainly for those accounts, or for those customers or the developers or the users who are working on this particular domain. And to do this part, FSM fundamental is one small course, but again it's about, I guess whatever I remember right, is a 2 days course. Then you have to go for the dynamic scheduling fundamentals, implementation, and then you will get a FSM. So in this you have to complete these four trainings, then you get a voucher, and then you can go for the FSM. Again, the fundamental says CSGM and CSM is a recommended courses, but not much required, but it's a recommended one. Now GRC, risk and compliance are very much important, and you can see everything is required by ServiceNow here, because what ServiceNow say, for the GRC you must have a certified, CSA certified. Then you have to go for the UI builder fundamentals to create the workspace kind of things. Then you have to go for the Now Create CMDB fundamental, because in the GRC we're going to be talking about the risk and compliance, which may again falling in the CMDB and CSDM. And here 4 things are there mainly, I can say. One is for IRM, then IRM fundamental, IRM implementation, these 2 is the one. Then you can go for the classic risk assessment fundamental, and RCM is the another one, 4. And then you can go for the audit one. So if you want to go for the GRC, you have to be complete these 5 trainings, a lengthy one, but require a lot of patience and time. And after that, you can become a certified risk and compliance specialist here. Now coming to the VRM part, generally when we talk about this, we mix up GRC, VRM, IRM in a one go, but it's a 2 separate part. VRM is little easy, but it required a lot of things in the beforehand. It's about a fundamental one, and then you can go for the implementation, and you have to go for the CSM. So only 2 trainings are required to do this part to get a VRM part here. Now coming to the business continuity management, specifically who are working in the BCP or the BCM teams, that how it can be done. Again, CSA is must, PPM if you know, because it's a business continuity plan. You have to understand the portfolio and all the things will be there, which is required. Then you can go for the implementation, only 1 course, and then you go for the one. Plus this is a micro cert, not the mainline certification. Okay, so this will lead to you the micro one, not the mainline. This is as per this particular document, it is like this. Plus if you want, you can go for the industry certification as well, as per the industry you're working, maybe telecom, maybe health insurance, you can go for the same. Now the item again, the two things, because item is very big. It includes asset management, it can be hardware, it can be software, and for the both 2 separate lines are there. For hardware, you have to go for the 3 days fundamental course, go for the fundamental simulator, get the voucher. Again for the same thing, fundamental and implementation, then go for the voucher. Plus, if you're doing this thing, you have ServiceNow recommending to go for the CCM, SCCM reconciliation, because here mainly these things are I can say interrelated, because in the item we are upgrading or updating our CMDB or assets from the different other tools as well. So SCCM is one of the things, discovery basic you should know, and we have a discovery as well in the coming slides. So now you can see here in item, really 2 lines are there, because item has a very big thing. In item, what it says, number 1, you have to be CSC, that is a one part, and you have to go for the item overview, and after that you can pick up either service mapping, fundamental and advanced, either you can pick up governance fundamental and advanced, either you can pick up discovery fundamental, or either you can pick up the EM part. I guess event management, yes, event management or the discovery fundamental, you can pick up this and then you can go for the examination. Here the only thing which is important to be understand and to be find out here, that only one trainings are there, but these are pure technical trainings. You have to be understanding the patterns, infrastructure queries, scripting little bit you should know, because I hear that specifically in the event management, in the discovery, the question came like a scenario based, where you have to write some pattern, you have to define some pattern kind of things has been there. But for do all these things, the basics, fundamental CMDB and CSM is very much important to do that part. Mid server is another part which we know on this part be there. Then coming to my favorite one, that is ITSM, because nowadays everybody who's working in the ITSM domain want to go for this one. It is easy, simple, because everybody is using incident change problem on the daily basis. Quick CSA one need to be done. Nowcred, if you do, that's good, because some part of Nowcred has been asked in this part. So fundamental 2 days, and then you can go for the implementation this. But recommended you should know the CMDB, CHM, because when I appeared for the examination, there are few questions come on the CHM part as well, few questions come on the major incident management as well. Generally they cover the major incident in the implementation part only, but if you want to go for a separate course, you can go, and here after that you can go for the micro certs as well. And to make sure you complete your pro as well, to do that part you have to go for the continuous improvement management essentials, and then you can go for the DevOps as well. Now coming to almost on the last slides now. Now intelligence, something different which is given by ServiceNow. Even I was not aware till the time I read this particular document, I can say very clearly I'm saying. So it includes my virtual agent, number 1, implementation, number 2, natural language, and virtual agent simulator. So these are the micro certs, not the mainline course. I can say mainline course just come here. CAS certified in what I can say here, CSPA analytics advanced, sorry, performance analytics voucher you will get here. But to do this part you have to do KPI, again responsive dashboards. Means in this part I can say mainly cover VA part, virtual intelligence, natural language processing, your performance analytics part I can say, plus your PA, performance analytics, fundamentals and widgets are there, plus AI also part of this particular things. A long list, a long list here. I'm not saying that you should go in a one go. Take time, complete the courses one by one, get some hands-on experience only, then go for the final examination. So final examination is here, CAS, PA, but ServiceNow recommend that you should know the ServiceNow or you have experience in the implementation part. Otherwise, it's just like a piece of paper for us. Okay, coming to almost in the second last, I'm sure SecOps. Two more are there now. SecOps is one of the thing here. For to do this part, we need to be understand the security operation fundamental, and here the 2 things are there. Number 1, SIR and VR. SIR stands for the security incident response, which help you to take care of the security incident, and VR stands for the vulnerability. These 2 are the 2 separate courses. One course is there, only one training is there, but yes, it's required a deep dive understanding, because these 2 are the 2 separate concepts. And don't be confused or don't be mix this VR with the vendor risk management VRM. No, these 2 are the separate one. This is vulnerability. To understand this part, you should have a knowledge about the I can say CMDB and CSM is the most required knowledge is here. And the last one, the second last one is the service provider, where you need to be know for the scripting, and you will go for the implement. So if you complete this, I guess you can go for the CAD examination as well. If you want to go, you can go for the exam, this one. But again, it's on demand, and you will get a voucher, and then you can go for the exam. But to make sure you are continuing with this, if it is good, it is good. If you complete CSM, or ITSM item kind of things complete with this part. And the last part is SPM, strategic portfolio management. Earlier it was known as I guess some other name was there, PPM was there, but now it has become a SPM, and it is a lengthy one because it has 4 different lines in it. When we talk about the SPM, I'll come here. Number 1, you can go for the APM fundamentals, CSDM implementation. So CSDM, we are finding it as a common for everything, but this fundamental information is required, and once you get, you can go for the examination. On the top, if you go here, you can go for the innovation, PPM fundamental, PPM implementation. These two are the 2 different things. Application portfolio management, project portfolio management, 2 separate things. PPM, then you get, and you can go for